Hi everyone, Radhe Radhe. This video we're going to be doing chapter 14 verse 5, and the commentaries are extremely powerful. It's really amazing. I don't know if I'm finding all these commentaries in the last many verses powerful. So I don't know if it's because I am understanding it better or if it's actually more powerful. Like either way, it doesn't matter. So let's call out to Krishna and do our prayers. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. Dear Bhagwan Shri Krishna, please give us access to the deepest humility possible for us right now, and please help us increase the humility that we have so that we can remove all of the ego and anarthas and everything that we have that keeps us away from you. Please help us access real love for you, for others. Please help us understand so that we can give real love to people without any resentment, without building any anger or resentment towards other people, but just really love people so that we can access love for you, so that we can access deep, 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 true love, not this material mess. Okay. Okay, so let's sing the verse. Okay. Satvam rajastamam iti गुणः प्रकृतिसम्भवाः निबध्नन्ति महाबाहो देहे देहिनमव्ययम्. Material nature consists of three modes: goodness, passion, and ignorance. Yes, there are three modes of material nature. When the living entity comes in contact with nature, he becomes conditioned by these modes. So the living entity becomes conditioned by these modes. There are three modes, and we become conditioned when when we come in contact with nature. So the living entity naturally is transcendental. It has nothing to do with this material nature. But because we have become, so now this is the difference between Jivatma and Paramatma. Paramatma can be with us. This was explained in chapter 13. But there is no impact on Paramatma of the material nature, but the Jivatma is impacted by the material nature. So when we come in contact with the material world, we are acting under the spell of the three modes. Right? This is so powerful. Because living entities have different kinds of bodies based on our past karmas, in terms of the different aspects of nature, they are induced to act according to that nature. This is the cause of varieties of happiness and distress. So this is why we're happy or distressed. So now here he explains it also. All life forms are born of Purush and Prakriti, which he explained the previous two verses. Now Krishna explains in the next 14 verses how Prakriti binds the soul. Prakriti is the three modes of material nature, plus whatever the 24 elements or whatever this, all kinds of that whole Mahat Tattva and Mahat whatever thing business. Although it is divine, its identification with the body. So although it is transcendental, its identification with the body, which is due to the ego, ties it to the material nature. This is the three of those. So the body, mind, and intellect are made from Prakriti. Our body, mind, as well as intellect are made from Prakriti. Okay, and they also possess these modes. Consider the example of the printing. If like when the three colors on a printing press get onto the paper, then the paper takes on that color. The paper looks like it is whatever, red or yellow or whatever. Similarly, the Prakriti has the ink of the three colors. So based on our thoughts, external circumstances, past samskaras, karmas, other factors, one of these modes become dominant. and we can change it. This is the whole thing. We can change it, and there's a huge difference between tamaguna and rajguna and satuguna in different aspects of life. Like in some things I may be in very satuguna, in some things I may be very tamaguna. So but we can change it as we keep become more and more aware of where we are. We can work towards changing that and moving to satuguna. And the satuguna is also golden shackles. Our responsibility is to move past the satoguna into transcendental, because satoguna, even though it's good and that's the place from which we can jump to transcendental, we can't jump from tamoguna to transcendental unless, like, Krishna, Bhagwan Shri Krishna has extra mercy on us. But for us to typically go to the transcendental mode, we have to get to satoguna. But it's important for us to work very intensely to get to the transcendental mode, because from satoguna also it is still material nature, and it is still possible for us to fall. And one of the biggest reasons people fall, association. We get into bad association, we'll fall. We get into good association, we'll rise. So the association, the people we surround ourselves with, is extremely, 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 extremely important. And that does not mean that we don't love everyone. It does not mean that we don't love people in Tamaguna, but we need to be strong enough ourselves to be able to lift people up rather than fall ourselves. So it is extremely important for us to be careful about who we surround ourselves with. And we want to associate with people who are on the path of Satoguna. And also remember, together, alone we can go fast, together we can go far. So find people in your life who want to also go, who want to grow, who want to be on the same path that you're on, but grow with them, help them. Because when you help them, when you give them your understanding, your breakthroughs, your realizations, when you share with them, then they will also learn from you, and they will also grow, and then they will also share with you, and you will also grow, and together you will grow much farther. When we work in teams, we can do much, much, much more than when we work alone. So that's why association is so important. So yes, surround yourselves with people who will encourage you and who you will encourage as well, and you can both mutually grow together. That is the importance of sadhu sangha, devotee association. Okay. So the soul is swayed by the influence of these dominating modes, and then later on we'll explain further. This material nature creates the universe, and the three modes, Sattva, Raja and Tama, arise from her. From the marginal nature, all jivas are born into the womb of material nature. The jivas who are inherently conscious are bound by the three modes of nature and attain a body. So yes, we are very much bound by the three modes of material nature. That's the problem, and that's what we're working to get past. Okay. Wish you a day filled with lots and lots of Krishna's grace and the ability to transcend all these three modes of material nature, past the sattva into transcendental mode. Wish you lots of Krishna's grace. Radhe Radhe.